was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What'd you think of my performance today? I had him swoon in the aisles. Huh? Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh. Oh, yes. You know, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Uh-huh. Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me! Yeah, bow before your hero! Jeez. I mean, to be fair, he did help out, but there's so many more questions. Anyway, what's up, everyone? This is El Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time, we got through the second day of the trial for Edgeworth. It looked pretty grim, and the judge even came down with a verdict. But thanks to Larry, of all people, we managed to get the trial moved one more day. And the old dude who was running the boat shop seems to have been gone. That was a weird way of saying it. Seems to be missing. So, the police are all over trying to find him. He seems to be, at least from Phoenix's deduction, the one to have actually killed Hammond. But we need to find him in order to, you know, question him about it. In this episode, we are going to begin our investigation by talking to Larry. Larry, you really helped out at the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Yeah, but seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty, edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Huh! Enough with the silent treatment! Poor Maya. To be fair, I'm not sure Maya's really contributed all to... I mean, she helped a lot with the first day. You know, talking about, like, all the different stuff. And especially the first day in the trial. I mean, her stunt helped us survive that. Alright. Sorry about just these random cuts. I keep getting interrupted by various things. Anyway, let's talk to Larry about Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Huh. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? Okay, this is a very interesting backstory. You remember, Larry. Spring, end of 3rd grade. Kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah. Kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So, the next day, we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! No one played with him! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! Not gonna play with him anymore! Yeah, you should be a disaster! You should do a relay race! Give back my 50 cents I loaned you! Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right! In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. And that's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize! The only thing that belongs in this trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it! He's the one! We don't need proof! Make him say he's sorry! Why don't you all just shut up? Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone gang up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. And that's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone. Without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. So does that mean that it was actually Larry that stole that money? Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well, maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd sell it for who? I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. What was removed? The camera was removed. Okay. Leak photo, Misty Faye. The metal detector we still have. DL6 incident case and the photo. What else was removed aside from Lotta's camera? Oh, the other picture. The empty picture. Okay. So the empty picture was taken out and Lotta's camera. So anything kind of relating to Lotta, I guess, was removed. We don't really need those anymore. It's really nice that the game just kind of removes that stuff. Okay, well, we've got plenty of places that we could go to. We go to Grossberg again. Why don't we go stop by Grossberg real quick? He's out. Again. When does he work, anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Alright, well, nothing here. So, to the detention center. Away! You look as grim as always. Huh. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh. Oh, right, yes. I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Okay, well, we can talk to him a bit more. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. When the suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I'd lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Doesn't sound too far off from what I figured. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly, in any case. It's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. Hey, he's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth! It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot. I mean... we could present him with the DL6 file. I'm not sure that'll really do a whole lot. That case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow? Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, well... again, if I know this game, nothing is a coincidence. And I don't think there's really anything else for us to talk to Edgeworth about. We could maybe swing by Criminal Affairs and see if maybe Gumshoe is there. If not, though, then obviously we're going to need to go to the lake. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? Yeah, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? You said there was some guy you had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. You shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's anything for us here. I'm probably not going to find a Gumshoe at all today. So, off to Gourd Lake. Though what exactly we'll be able to find, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, speaking of Gumshoe, I guess I was wrong! Why did I not think that he would be where the dude lived? Oh well. Hey, pal! Long time no see! Oh, Detective Gumshoe! Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Ah! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Lotto was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright. Well, I guess that means that's off limits. So let's check the beach area. And suddenly Larry's thing is no longer here. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Yeah, that would make sense. Anything else here? Yeah, I guess not. So, not really anything else we can do. We can't go to the woods area, so off to the rental shop? That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem! I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Ah, hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing! Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow! That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Maybe doing his own investigation? Nobody's home. Hello? Hello? What? Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello? Hello? What? I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello? Hello? What? Okay, well, there's food here. Huh, everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. I wonder, we have the combination of this, don't we? Because we had that before, but we didn't do anything with it. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond, frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. So, letter from the safe. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Note details the murder and setup. Okay, so it's more than just what I'm assuming Yanni Yogi, but at the very least the boat caretaker did. He was following someone else's instructions. So that adds another complexity to everything. Very intriguing. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. That makes sense. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Well, I'm wondering, because could maybe show Edgeworth this. Or I could possibly, well, I can't go to Grossberg from here. Can I go to Grossberg from, yes, I can from here. But while I'm here, I could show Edgeworth this. This would be very important. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe where the shack, where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge. On me? Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Can we talk to him a bit more? Yeah, okay. I mean, it seemed like it was pretty obvious, especially since, you know, his parents' name is Polly, and apparently that was also the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. It seemed pretty obvious to me. But at least we have something more for Edgeworth to talk about. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these past few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. Alright, let's hear about this nightmare then. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What are you? Stop breathing my air! No! Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Oh! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But, that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6! And here we can get to Grossberg. Okay, I think we are pretty much at time, but I don't think there would be too much. So, we'll keep going. If there's a sudden break here, then that means that this goes on for a lot longer than I anticipated. But if not, well, then I guess we're getting close to the end of our investigation portion.